Welcome back to our channel. Today we have got something exciting and highly informative in store for you. We are diving deep into the world of DevOps. DevOps has emerged as a pivotal approach to software development and deployment. As we set our sights on 2024, it's imperative to understand the trajectory of DevOps jobs. So in this video, we will have a look at the top 10 DevOps jobs you should be keeping an eye on in 2024. So, whether you are an aspiring DevOps pro or just curious about the hottest career in tech, this video is a must watch. Let's get started. But before we begin, let me ask you a quick question. So, which of the following is a key principle of DevOps? First, soil teams and departments. Option B is manual and time consuming deployments. Option C is continuous integration and continuous delivery. And option D is limited collaboration and communication. Now you can pause this video and answer in the comment section below. So now let's just start with the first topic, that is the first job. Site Reliability Engineer, SRE. A site reliability engineer is responsible for making sure that the applications and systems are always available, reliable, and able to handle increased demand. They achieve this by using their expertise in automation, monitoring, and incident management. SREs work to ensure that everything runs smoothly and efficiently. They also play a crucial role in defining service level objectives, SLOs, and service level indicators, SLIs, which are used to measure and improve the quality of service. In simpler terms, SREs are like the guardians of a company's systems, making sure that they stay up and running smoothly even during the challenging times. To become site reliability engineer, you should have the skills like coding in Python, Java, Go, etc., CI/CD pipeline development and implementation, distributed computing, and cloud platform management. Other than that, software performance and reliability monitoring and testing are also necessary. The average salary of a site reliability engineer is $142,000 per year in the United States. The average additional cash compensation for site reliability engineer in the United States is $26,000. Now talking about the companies. Companies like VMware, Google, Oracle, Vimeo, Juniper Network, etc. are hiring for SREs. Alright, so this was about the site reliability engineer. Now the next DevOps job is release manager. So a release manager plays a crucial role in the software development process. They oversee the release of software applications into production, ensuring a smooth and efficient process. They collaborate closely with development and operation teams to coordinate tasks and ensure that all necessary steps are taken before releasing the software. This includes conducting thorough testing, coordinating with stakeholders, and addressing any issues that may arise. Their goal is to ensure that the released software meets the required quality standards and fulfills the needs of end users. To become a release manager, you need to have proficiency in using release management tools such as Jira, GitLab, or Microsoft Azure, DevOps, deployment, automation, incident management, version control systems, etc. Now, talking about the salary of a release manager. The average salary for a release manager is $140,000 in the United States. The average additional cash compensation for a release manager in the United States is $25,000. Now talking about companies like Siemens, Workfreaks, Oracle, General Motors, and Arise Virtual Solutions are actively hiring for release managers. Alright, so this was about the release manager. Now coming to the next job, which is DevOps Engineer. So a DevOps engineer is a crucial role in software development process. They focus on implementing and managing the infrastructure, automation, and deployment pipelines. DevOps engineers work closely with development and operation teams to ensure a smooth and efficient release process. They are responsible for tasks such as configuring and maintaining version control systems, setting up and managing CI/CD tools, implementing configuration management, scripting, and automation. To become a DevOps engineer, you must have skills like version control systems like Git, Subversion, continuous integration and continuous deployment, tools like Jenkins, Travis, Azure DevOps, configuration management, scripting and automation, infrastructure as code, cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, containerization, and orchestration. Alright, now coming to the salary. The average salary of a DevOps engineer is $138,000 in US. The average additional cash is $24,000 in US. Talking about companies hiring for DevOps engineers are IBM, Formac, Cisco Systems, Amazon, Google, SAP, and Galaxy Technologies. There are a lot more than companies for all these professions, but we are just covering some of the companies that are actively hiring for these roles. So, if you aspire to become a DevOps engineer, Simplilearn's professional certificate program in cloud computing and DevOps is your ideal launchpad. In partnership with E&ICT Academy, IIT Guwahati, this program equips you with the skills needed to excel in cloud computing and DevOps. Learn to deploy robust Microsoft Azure and AWS applications through a blend of live virtual classes, hands-on labs, self-paced videos, and collaborative peer interactions. Don't miss this opportunity to master the art of cloud and DevOps. Enroll today and pave your way to become a cloud expert. Alright, next up we have is Devsecops Engineer. Yes, you heard it right. A DevSecOps engineer is a professional who combines development, security, and operation expertise to ensure secure software development and deployment. They integrate security practices into DevOps workflow, focusing on identifying and addressing vulnerabilities early in the development process only. DevSecOps engineers work closely with development and operation teams to implement security controls, perform security testing, and automate security process. A DevSecOps engineers should possess a strong understanding of software development, security principles, and operations. They should have expertise in security tools and technologies, knowledge of secure coding practices, and the ability to automate security processes. The average salary of a DevSecOps engineer is $146,000. The average additional cash compensation for DevSecOps engineer in the United States is $26,000. Alright, now talking about the companies hiring. So companies hiring for DevSecOps engineer is Boeing, SAP, New Light Technologies, SAIC, US Department of Veterans Affairs, etc. Alright, moving on to the next one, that is automation engineer. Automation engineers develop and maintain automated testing frameworks and tools to streamline software development. They create scripts and workflows to automate repetitive tasks like testing and deployment. By automating these processes, they improve efficiency, reduce errors, and speed up software delivery. Automation engineers collaborate with development and operation teams to identify areas for automation and ensure reliable and scalable automated processes. Automation engineer possesses the skills like programming, test automation tools, example, Selenium, scripting, Bash, CI/CD, version control, testing concepts, problem solving, collaborations, and agile methods. Now, talking about the salary of an automation engineer. The average salary of an automation engineer is $100,000. The average additional cash compensation for an automation engineer in the United States is $10,000. Now talking about the companies hiring. So the companies hiring for automation engineer is Intel Corporation, Workday, Pfizer, Flex, Siemens, Champion Technology Services, etc. Alright, so this was about automation engineer. Next on the list is cloud engineer. So a cloud engineer is responsible for designing, implementing, and managing cloud-based infrastructure and solutions. They work with platforms like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud to ensure scalability, reliability, and security. Cloud engineers deploy and manage virtual servers, storage, and networking sources, and they optimize cloud environments for performance and cost efficiency. They also collaborate with development teams to enable seamless integration and deployment of applications in the cloud. Must-have skills for cloud engineers includes cloud platforms, virtualization, networking, security scripting, infrastructure as code IAC, Terraform, CloudFormation. Alright, now the average salary of cloud engineer is $114,000. The average additional cash compensation for a cloud engineer is $9,000. Talking about the companies hiring for cloud engineer. Cisco, Oracle, IBM, Rackspace Technology, Deloitte, and AWS are the companies that are hiring for cloud engineers. Alright, so this was about cloud engineers. That is another top DevOps job. Now moving on to the next top DevOps jobs. So the next one is DevOps Architect. So a DevOps Architect is a role that focuses on designing and implementing the overall DevOps strategy and infrastructure within an organization. They work closely with development teams, operation teams, and other teams to create seamless and efficient software delivery pipeline. DevOps architects are responsible for selecting and integrating the right tools, technologies, and processes to enable continuous integration, continuous delivery, and automation. A DevOps architect should have expertise in technologies such as cloud platforms, AWS, Azure, GCP, containerization tools, Docker, Kubernetes, infrastructure automation, CI/CD tools, scripting languages, and monitoring and logging tools. Alright, now talking about the salary of a DevOps architect, the average salary for DevOps architect includes $172,000. That is a whole lot of money. The additional cash compensation for DevOps architect in the United States is $33,000. Alright, talking about the company's hiring. Companies hiring for DevOps architect includes Mavenware, Grid Dynamics, Optimal Technologies, Infosys, Cognizant, etc. Alright, so this was about the DevOps architect. Following this, we have is CI/CD engineer. So, a CI/CD engineer focuses on automating the software development process from code integration to deployment. They design and implement continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines, enabling faster and more reliable software releases. By automating tasks like building, testing, and deploying code, they help teams deliver software more frequently and with fewer errors, improving overall efficiency and productivity. A CI/CD engineer must be proficient in version control system, Git, build tools, Jenkins, containerization platforms like Docker, and have knowledge of AWS and Azure. Alright, now the average salary of a CI/CD engineer is $109,000. The average additional cash compensation for CI/CD engineer in the United States is like $13,000. Now, the companies hiring for CI/CD engineers include Google, Amazon, Salesforce, IBM, etc. Alright, so this was the another DevOps jobs that are in demand, that is CI/CD engineer. Coming to the next job, that is IAC engineer. An infrastructure as code, that is IAC engineer, is responsible for managing and automating infrastructure using code-based tools and frameworks. They use languages like Terraform or CloudFormation to define and provision infrastructure resources such as servers, networks, and storage. By treating infrastructure as code, IAC engineers enable consistent, scalable, and repeatable deployments, reducing manual errors and improving efficiency in managing infrastructure. Skills of an IAC engineer typically includes proficiency in infrastructure automation tools like Terraform or CloudFormation, knowledge of scripting languages such as Python or PowerShell, and understanding of cloud platforms like AWS or Azure. So the average salary of an IAC engineer is $117,000. The average additional cash compensation is $9,000. Companies hiring for IAC engineers are HireUps, Specialty Systems, Promontory, Interfinancial Networks, Wind River, etc. Alright, so this was about IAC engineer. Now at last we have is DevOps trainer. So this is the 10th one. So a DevOps trainer is an individual who specializes in teaching and educating others about DevOps principles, practices, and tools. They provide training sessions, workshops, and courses to help individuals and teams understand and implement DevOps methodologies effectively. DevOps trainers possesses in-depth knowledge of various DevOps tools and technologies and have the ability to communicate complex concepts in a clear and understandable manner. A DevOps trainer should have strong technical skills in areas such as cloud computing, automation tools, Jenkins, etc., containerization tools like Docker, Kubernetes, infrastructure as code, CI/CD pipelines, and monitoring and logging tools. The average salary of DevOps trainer is $107,000. The average additional cash compensation of a DevOps trainer is $7,000. Talking about the companies for DevOps trainer. So companies hiring for DevOps trainers include Planet DDS, Oracle, Blue Sky Technology Solutions, Exciter Center, etc. Alright, so there you have it, folks. The top 10 DevOps jobs to watch out for in 2024. These careers are at the forefront of innovation and they are changing the tech landscape as we know it. Which one excites you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the tech insights. With that, we have come to the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope it really helped you all. Thanks for watching, stay safe and keep learning.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.